The markets may have finished this day on a mixed note, but if you've been watching in recent months, you'll have noticed the markets have continued to be strong despite continuing concerns around the shutdown, tariffs, and inflation. In fact, the broadest index, the S&P 500, and the tech-heavy Nasdaq have set records more than 30 times this year. And there's other data that suggests the economy is still chugging along at a steady clip. But that is only part of what's happening. As our economics correspondent Paul Solman reports, for the vast majority of Americans, this economy is landing very differently right now.
I know a lot of you guys are feeling what's happening in the United States. Some of what's happening right now, I called it a few months ago, and I told you some of these things are going to happen. The government shutdown was just a setup to make sure that if you're collecting your payments through Medicare, they're just going to make it more difficult. They're going to cause delays. I'm sure some of you guys that were depending on Medicare to pay you out, you were not paid for those 30-something, 40, whatever, 6 days that the government was shut down. You couldn't get paid. That caused mass delays. You probably had to lay off some staff. Even then, with the cost of living crisis right now, inflation, you can't even afford some of your caregivers right now. I know it, because the math is not adding up, guys. The math is not adding up. But it should not discourage you from starting this home care business. It should only encourage you to start and get in. Because the profits are going to be long-term. These are going to be long-term profits once you start your home care business. Because the population that needs the care, they are holding on to the majority of the wealth. This is the baby boomers. They're all retired now. They're old. They're panicking. They're scared of death. they're like little children all over again with big fat wallets. Have you ever seen, if you got kids? I got 2 girls, and I'll never give them $1,000 each. Never, because they don't know how to budget. They don't know how to do anything with that $1,000. They're just gonna blow that $1,000 in one day. I know it. They're very fiscally irresponsible. That's the baby boomers. Most of them have been very fiscally irresponsible, but there's also some that have been very responsible. But those are the minority. The vast majority are screwed. The baby boomers, they're screwed. Majority of them are going homeless right now because they're losing their homes. They can't afford to retire. Some of them are having to come back to work, working at Walmart as greeters and stuff, working as cashiers, even for that low wages. And the reason why is they're accepting those very low wages, the minimum wage, the $9 an hour, whatever like the local grocery store is offering, is because they got a house that's already paid off. And the reason why they're working for that low wage is just to supplement their groceries or their medications. But even then, it's only a matter of time until inflation really screws these guys over. There's still some baby boomers that are sitting on some serious wealth, and they're starting to wake up that they need to start liquidating their assets. Not all of them, they need to start liquidating a lot of the assets. So there's money in this game. What I'm saying is this: just because you are on the bottom of the K-shaped economy that they're going to explain, a K-shaped economy just means that the economy is so bad for a lot of people, but it's so sweet for a very few that are at the top. Just because something like this is happening to you does not mean that you should not get into business. In fact, this is the perfect time to start a home care business, 2026, because a lot of these old people are going to be needing your help. They're going to be needing you. Oh, they need you. They need you.
Is Meta Ray-Ban display?
You don't have to look far to get a clear view of those at the tippy top of the economy.
The first AI glasses with a high-resolution display.
Mark Zuckerberg's Meta paying $250 million to recruit an artificial intelligence researcher. A proposed $1 trillion compensation package for Tesla CEO Elon Musk. Former Google head Eric Schmidt's purchase of a 123-room, $110 million LA mansion to host events.
And meanwhile, he can't even pay her rent. Listen, the game is cold, guys. You cannot approach this new economy the same way that you approached it in 2024 or 2023. That's a grave mistake. Grave mistake. Talking about you want to focus on getting paid to Medicare or... No! Go to where the money is at. The rich are getting richer because of their assets.
But well below the hyper-rich, millions of other Americans are also prospering. As evidence, 56% of luxury consumers, according to Saks Global, plan to spend the same or more this season compared to last, up substantially from just last spring.
Luxury travel continues to hold very strong.
Misty Bellis of luxury travel network Virtuoso sees the same.
When we look at our fall bookings for this year, we are up 38% year over year.
Listen, guys. This lady here. Let's go back to this lady here. Misty Bells. I need you to go look up her company, Virtuoso. In fact, let me see if I can Google it right now. Virtuoso. Travel. All right. World's best luxury travel advisors on hotel. So they're like a travel agency for the wealthy. Okay. I'm just taking a look at the website and what they're publishing. They got tour packages here, cruises, hotels, destinations. Okay. This lady's got a great marketer. Let's go back. This lady right here, she's got a great marketing team. Whoever's doing a marketing website, branding, they're really good because what they're communicating here is luxury. Luxury. This is why this lady here is making money. And this is the kind of level of branding that I need you to bring to the home care business. Don't be coming out here like all kinds of different ways. No, you got to bring this level of energy that Misty is bringing. And some of you guys can do it. Not all, because a lot of you guys still need mindset training. But I know some of you are capable that I've spoken to. You're capable of this. You can come into the market. Let's say you're in Ohio. I speak to a lot of you guys in Ohio that are looking to start your own home care business over there in Ohio. There's so many of you. You know where the wealthy neighborhoods are in Ohio. You put together branding for a home care agency that is communicating luxury. So just picture this Virtuoso, quality as a home care business. Catering to the wealthy. That's the new game. That's the new game, guys.
Up 38% year over year.
If I wanted to go buy a Rolls Royce, I could do it right now and pay cash.
Paul McGarvey and his wife aren't big travelers, but comfortably retired, they are insulated.
Yeah, this guy is one of those boomers. Very cocky, too. Very cocky. You'd probably be shocked. This guy was probably like a professor at Berkeley for many years, maybe 30 years, and he just was grinding slowly, putting his money away. I know guys like this. I know many men like this one who are boomers. They're 70 now, but they've been grinding slow and steady for 50 years, 30 years. He was probably like professor at Berkeley, right? Where he had tenure, that's it. He had tenure at Berkeley or something. It was University of California, Berkeley. He probably had tenure over there for 30 years and then retired early. And then he has a fat nest egg because Berkeley was probably paying for a lot of his expenses. So he's been stacking up money in the stock market, whatever. He just said he can go buy a Bentley or Rolls Royce cash if he wanted to. You think this guy is going to take you seriously if you're charging him $35 an hour? No, he's not. You got to approach him and say, listen, my rates are $3,000 for the week, $3,000 for the week, $5,000 for the week, and this is what you get. You get the premium quality of service, premium quality service in your old age, and you live like a freaking king in your old age. But you gotta pay, and he will pay because he's got all these assets that are income generating, and he's not gonna spare any expenses in making sure that he's living a soft life as he's entering into the grave.
I do a net worth survey on the Fidelity website every week, and it just does nothing but go up. All right, my net worth keeps going up.
John, a retired engineer, is also pretty comfortable.
I own my own house. I own a couple of cars. I have everything that I really want.
Problem is, even when you include these upper middle income Americans among the prosperous, that still leaves a full 80% who are feeling squeezed. Like geologist Timothy Runkle.
It doesn't really matter what I'm doing in my career.
Yeah, it's sad because Timothy here is maybe Gen Xer. He's definitely not a boomer. The boomers have all the money, guys. I'm not going to watch the whole video. I'm not going to react to the whole thing, but you guys get the point. The two guys that we just watched over there, these are the boomers. A guy like him. And then who else? This guy over here. 3 guys, actually. These are the boomers. They're holding on to all the wealth. And they're ready to spend it. But they're not going to spend it on just any old, like, caregivers. No. They want to spend it on luxury. And you need to be the Bentley, the Rolls Royce off. Like virtuoso travel. That's the new game. If you're ready to work with the best, and you're ready to start your home care business, and you understand all these things I'm talking about, you're ready to do the branding, you're ready to get to the next level, focus on wealthy clients. These are the wealthy clients here. What do you think wealthy people look like? They look like him. If you bump into a guy like this guy in your local grocery store, local supermarket over there in Ohio, you would never guess how much he's worth. But this guy's probably worth $10 million. Schedule time. You're ready to work with the best in getting to the next level. Schedule time.